Well, I went to Vienna pretty last minute. I just finished directing the Cirque du Soleil show and needed to just dance. And I heard that there was a Pansula class in Vienna, and Pansula was a style of dance that I've been very curious about because it's a post-apartheid resistance dance in South Africa. And with the shows that I had been writing, Tomboy and this and that, it was one of the styles of dance I'd been researching. So I was really excited to go take a Pansula workshop, and Sifiso was the teacher.
I met Pam in Vienna during my workshop, and there's always this spirit that I want to have in my class, that everyone is equal and we are on the same level.
And it was a very inspiring class, and we started dialoguing after the class and started going around Vienna and talking about how we as humans have a fear about looking each other in the eyes, and we're very closed off to each other, and there's a lot of racial profiling going on, and a lot of his experience living in South Africa and my experience traveling around. We started talking. I asked Sifiso if he wanted to collaborate with me, so we met up in Greece, and at the time it was financial crisis was happening over there, and we were staying in an area called Ixaria. On every corner there was about 10 police officers dressed to go to war with shields and like headgear and everything, and they just evoked this intense fear in us as we walked down the street. So we started talking a little bit more about that. And these soldier peace personas were birthed, where we started talking about, what if guns shot flowers out of them, and then we figured out this way of making these guns out of newspapers that shoot flowers out of them. And then we started, Sifiso comes from a background of doing a lot of street performance art that speaks about the political situation in South Africa, using dance and fashion and quite striking imagery. And I was very inspired by that, so we started walking in the street and doing performance interventions using these soldier peace personae.
And as much as this subject is so complex, we wanted to aim it on just one thing for now, in which is like raising awareness about...
Raising awareness, that's the crux of it.
And provoking dialogue. Raising awareness to provoke dialogue, essentially, is what it's about. It's focusing on reality in a, I guess, exaggerated... I wouldn't even say it's exaggerated. We're at a transition, and it's taking us as artists. There's different leaders. There's political leaders through the government, and there's artistic leaders, and there's musicians, there's fame, and these people all have as much power as the next. And in that sense, I think, for me, dance has been a way that I've been able to connect with a lot of kids that are in a lot of search for role models and a lot of search for love. I'm living in New York right now, and I dance in the park. I come from that, I need to go train, I go to the park and I train in the park. And kids are just like in awe. They're just looking for someone to follow. They're looking for, something to grab onto, and they have so much talent, and dance has been a way that I've been able to connect with these kids,